Welcome back to Picks at the Point.
The dust has finally settled on the north side, and while the stage is getting packed away, the impact of the NFL draft is still being felt across every Pittsburgh neighborhood.
That's right, Ava. While the fan experience was packed to the brim, some local shop owners are wondering if the spectacle actually kept customers away from their doors.
Oh, plus, we are taking a look at a record-breaking CPR challenge and the chaos of a big mascot race. I'm Ava Bernizen.
And I'm Angelo Esposito. Thank you for tuning in to the final episode of Picks at the Point as we go beyond the draft card to see how the Steel City really rocked the draft. The city of Pittsburgh battened down the hatches when it came down to parking downtown. With the thousands of people that attended NFL Draft Weekend, many people worked their way around paying for parking. Early preparations by the city were implemented with many parking locations across North Shore and downtown. Parking garages in the area costing $200 to $250 per day, including Rivers Casino charging $500. Downtown parking locations also had a price hike implications, but were lower than North Shore parking fares and charged $100 to $200 per day. On-street parking was also raised to $5 an hour for the draft. Instead of parking downtown and along the North Shore, many people ended up taking public transportation. Pittsburgh Regional Transit partnered with Sheetz to provide free fare rides along the T light rail lines, with cars running every 15 minutes and for the Monongahela Incline. Even though buses still cost the regular fare of $275, football flyers were brought on just for the NFL draft to get visitors to downtown and to the North Shore as soon as possible. Park and ride locations were near or at capacity outside the city, as this was the more beneficial way in avoiding the high parking rates.
Pennsylvania is known for its die-hard sports fans, especially when it comes to the National Football League. During the 2026 NFL Draft, Pennsylvania football fans got to see their favorite mascot participate in a great mascot race. The Penn State Nittany Lion, Steelers Steely McBeam, the Philadelphia Eagles Swoop, and Pitt Panthers Rock all lined up in the Point State Park for the 40-yard dash. Hosted by the Pittsburgh Dad, the race also featured a cameo from the iconic Punxsutawney Phil. Phil wasn't there to predict the weather this time, but to predict whether the ultimate PAA mascot and see who it would be. Phil ultimately landed on the Nittany Lion. Our favorite groundhog was right in his predictions. The Penn State Nittany Lion would come in first. Nittany finished in the 40-yard dash in 5.59 seconds, followed by Steely McBeam, then Rock, then finally Swoop. It's a rare occasion that we see our favorite sideline superstars together, so maybe the great mascot race can join Pittsburgh's Terrible Towels as one of Pennsylvania's iconic traditions. So did you go to the fan experience at all? Did you see any of this fun stuff?
I actually did not, and honestly, I do feel like I definitely should have. Seeing all the different types of things that they had there, especially everything at Point State Park, that was like really well done, seeing it all across all the newscasts and everything.
It was a lot of fun. I saw videos of the mascot race. It looked so fun. Punxsutawney was there.
Yeah.
Made a correct prediction.
Really, did he?
Yes, he predicted that Nittany would win, and Nittany did
Yeah.
win, coming first. But it was just really cool because I feel like we don't see our PA mascots together at all, roughly.
No.
Especially like the Philadelphia Eagles and Steely McBeam.
Yeah.
Very rarely seen together.
Yeah.
I thought it was really special.
And it's always good seeing them like on good terms with each other.
On good terms and not boxing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, the draft might be over, but the impact left on our neighborhood is just getting started.
That's right. And down in Hazelwood, that means a brand new $10 million space for the next generation of Pittsburgh athletes. Reporter Alyssa Mandarak is joining us in the studio to show us how the city is turning these old industrial sites into new opportunities.
Alyssa, what can you tell us about the new field?
While the draft celebrates the future players of the upcoming season, Pittsburgh went a little further than that this year. The new U.S. Steel Community Field at Hazelwood Green is a step to prepare kids and teens in Pittsburgh to maybe one day walk across that stage in years to come. At the ribbon cutting, just a day before the draft clock hit zero, Steelers president Art Rooney II said, quote, "Football has always been more than a game in Western Pennsylvania. It's the fabric of our communities," end quote. A $10.8 million grant, along with donations from local charities and the NFL Foundation, made this renovation possible. From an old industrial site along the Monongahela River to a fresh, multi-purpose field, the new space will provide a home to recreation, sports, and community events. And it didn't take long for the first players to hit the field. The NFL Play Football Prospects Clinic united college players in town for the draft and local kids for drills from the Special Olympics and the Hazelwood Cobras. This field is more than just a patch of grass for kids to learn on. It's a gift to the Pittsburgh community so that the children who look up to the legends like Mike Ditka and Dan Marino can one day follow in their strides to the top.
Alyssa, my first question for you, this sounds such a great opportunity for young kids and all that. Is there like a certain like program or like challenges that they did at all during this time?
So they did the play football NFL the clinic with the players. So players who were in town for the draft, maybe getting drafted to a team in the NFL, came to play with people from Hazelwood. And so they did the Hazelwood Cobras, and then they also had people who participate in local Special Olympics programs, and they did like running drills. They posted it all on YouTube. It was all really cool to see such a diverse group of people join together for something so cool and so new to our community.
Yeah, that sounds all great. Thank you, Alyssa.
Yeah, of course.
60% of people who go into cardiac arrest outside the hospital don't receive CPR before emergency responders arrive, leaving a critical gap in survival. On Friday, April 24th, nearly 1,300 people learned CPR during the NFL draft, helping close that gap. And that's not only what they accomplished, the event also won a Guinness World Record. This mega training session was led by the American Heart Association alongside the NFL, Damar Hamlin's Chasing M's Foundation, and the most followed doctor on social media, Dr. Mike Varshovsky. Dr. Mike stated, quote, "Breaking this record shows how quickly people can learn a life-saving skill. Providing CPR gives someone the best chance of survival. It can be the difference between life and death for thousands of people every year. Now these people know that the power in their hands," end quote. The training event not only set a world record, but also equipped nearly 1,300 fans with the knowledge to perform CPR, encouraging them to take the immediate action in a life-threatening emergency, potentially saving lives.
Market Square has looked better than ever with the construction project finally wrapping up before the start of NFL Draft Weekend. The ribbon cutting included city and state leaders, and among them was PA Governor Josh Shapiro, Lieutenant Governor Austin Davis, Pittsburgh Mayor Corey O'Connor, former Pittsburgh Mayor Ed Gainey, and Allegheny County Executive Sarah Innamorato. Work was being done on the area for about a year, and the improvements have benefited the people the most. The $15 million renovation features a new open pavilion, a new stage, a new screen, increased seating, new greenery, improvements, and new painting of the ground, and much more. Market Square being wrapped up just before draft weekend was a perfect time to showcase why the area is a hotspot to downtown. Ava, I will say, walking through Market Square today, like seeing
so
the
different.
renovations, it's really different, and it looks really nice. And
Yes.
for all that they've done and for how much they spent on it,
I
like
hate to say it, but I was really doubting them. Because
Yeah,
it was
I
like
was
a week
too.
before the draft, and like there's so much stuff that's construction's still there. And I'm like,
exactly,
wow,
yeah.
oh my gosh, they really got the house cleaned before the party. Isn't
Yeah,
that?
yeah, and walking through there during the construction was going on, like it felt so different because
It
they had
did.
like everything was set up with the construction, and like obviously you couldn't even see through because you had no idea what was taking
Yeah.
place. What were they fixing up at all?
It was crazy. Angelo, are you certified in CPR?
I actually am not. No.
Well, the American Heart Association pulled off this really, really cool event. Basically, I saw it online from Dr. Mike.
Oh, okay.
I followed him on Instagram, and I saw he was like, if you're going to be in Pittsburgh for the draft, come get certified in CPR, come learn lives,
Yeah.
learn how to save a life. But I just thought it was really special that they took advantage of the mass amount of people that was coming to Pittsburgh, and might as well turn something great to come out of it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, we are going to go for a quick break, but don't go anywhere. And when we come back, we've got our reporters in the city ready to show you what the draft was really like for the people downtown.
We're talking all the stuff you might have missed if you were only watching the main stage. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. welcome back to Picks at the Point.
Downtown was flooded with hundreds of thousands of people, all who went to enjoy the fan experience. Reporter Juliana Brock went to ask fans on their thoughts and experience and discovered that there was more to the draft than just the prospects.
That's right, Ava. The draft revealed that no matter who you root for, everyone has a passion for football.
Take it away, Jules.
The NFL Draft fan experience opened up today at noon here at Point State Park, and I am here to show you that all of the hundreds of thousands of people are here to celebrate this historical event. Let's see what this has to offer. With the initial estimation of 700,000 people being reduced to 400,000 people, these events were still jam-packed. Crowds from all over the nation and even all over the world came to support their favorite teams.
It's really good. I didn't know, again, don't know how the draft is supposed to look, but I'm liking it.
Such good energy.
Yeah.
Every single person we've met so far has been so nice to us. The city has been super welcoming.
Yeah.
This area is gorgeous.
The city
I
did
love
good.
it.
I've been a Pittsburgh Steelers fan for my whole life, and we've been to Pittsburgh, me and my best friend Max, like 5 times. I mean, it's awesome. I think Pittsburgh's doing a great job. Like, I've loved the city for the longest time. I've endorsed it to all my friends who have always said, why should I go there? And, just Point State Park is beautiful. I think it's a great spot for the initial experience, and then I can't wait to go see the stage, too.
There were tons of vendors with different food as well as different interactive experiences.
It's been a blast. I hate to give Steelers any credit, but they've done a phenomenal job setting everything up. It looks great. I've been to Steelers games. I've been to Ravens games. It's always a blast. And now coming to an event that has every single team, it was going to be crazy. The NFL community is great. Everyone is pretty sportsmanship-like, and it's great to see other people who all have the same passion all in one place.
So proud.
So
proud of our
it's
city.
a perfect day. It's a perfect
It's the best day.
Everyone's so friendly. Pittsburghers are welcoming all the out-of-towners.
The experience is open until the 25th, and it's free to the public. All you have to do is scan your QR code. Here in Market Square, Juliana Brock, UView Television.
That lady with, I think, the purple dress on, I'm pretty sure she is the Vikings' #1 fan. I could be totally wrong about that, but I mean, and I think she got paid to be there.
I think that it's impressive that she can be a fan of something so hard that she is also now famous for.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an interesting career. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And just seeing all the fans come into the draft and everything from all over the country and outside the country, it's really amazing. It really is.
It's right outside our door here at Point Park. And
Yeah.
it's like all this stuff that we're seeing in the news is happening right here.
Yep.
And it's obviously very special.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Well, thank you, Jules. It's crazy to think that some spots were that quiet because just a short walk away, the North Shore, it was exactly the opposite.
Oh yeah? Places like Shorty's, Pins and Pints were turning into a total festival grounds with massive concerts and crowds that actually stayed packed all night.
Oh, well, let's send things over to our next reporter, Alex Rose, who is shedding some light on how the party kept going long after the picks wrapped up.
Take it away, Alex.
This past weekend, just a short walk from the draft stage, energy spilled beyond the official event and into local hotspots like Shorty's Pins and Pints, where the party didn't stop when the picks were announced. Inside, it was loud, crowded, and exactly what many expected during one of the biggest weekends Pittsburgh has seen in years. Shorty's transformed into a major draft week destination, hosting live concerts featuring Steve Aoki, 2 Chainz, and Nelly. Throughout the weekend, it became less about just football and more about the music, entertainment, and massive crowds that followed. The concerts were part of a larger wave of draft-related events that took over the North Shore. For businesses like Shorty's, it was a major opportunity to capitalize on the influx of visitors coming in for the NFL Draft. The venue, built to hold hundreds of guests and designed for large gatherings, proved to be an ideal spot for overflow crowds looking for entertainment beyond the main draft stage. Fans packed the bars, tables filled quickly, and lines stretched out the door as people looked for somewhere to keep the energy going after the day's picks wrapped up. But with that success also came pressure. While the concerts and crowds were great for businesses, they also created challenges. Tight spaces, long wait times, and a level of demand many local venues do not normally experience. Staff worked extended hours to keep up with the nonstop flow of customers, while guests navigated the crowded atmosphere for the chance to be a part of the excitement. As Pittsburgh took center stage for the NFL Draft, places like Shorty's Pins and Pints proved that the impact of the event went far beyond football. The North Shore turned into a full-scale festival of its own, blending sports, music, nightlife, and tourism into one major weekend experience. By the time the final pick was announced, it was clear the draft weekend had brought more than just football fans to the city. It brought a major boost for local businesses and showed how Pittsburgh could handle the spotlight for one of the NFL's biggest stages. I'm Alex Kuntz reporting for Picks at the Point.
That place looked jam-packed.
It definitely did.
All those people plus performances.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean, I could only imagine how the other places down on the North Shore, like Tequila Cowboy and McFadden's.
There's a lot of places that are similar to Shorty's, like on that one road.
Yeah.
That place must have been woof.
Absolutely. That like whole side, I think it goes McFadden's and then Tequila Cowboy and then Shorty's is I think a little bit down.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Wow.
It definitely crazy.
Imagine getting called in to work on the NFL draft.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks, Alex. It's wild to see how one side of the city was so quiet while the other was turning into a full-blown concert venue.
Seriously, it just goes to show that there were two totally different sides of the draft weekend. But with that, it seems like that's all the reports we have for you this episode.
But don't go anywhere, because after this last break, we have our free segment host, Matt Palangi, joining us in studio to test our knowledge on some surprising numbers and local findings from draft weekend.
So stay tuned to see if you can beat us at some draft trivia. We'll be right back.
Wake up and smell the coffee, Pittsburgh.
Wake up and smell the coffee, Pittsburgh.
Wake up and smell the coffee, Pittsburgh.
Wake up and smell the coffee, Pittsburgh. Daybreak starts right now.
Welcome back to Picks at the Point. I'm Matt Palangi, and today Angelo and Ava are going to be tested to see if they kept up with Pittsburgh news during the NFL draft. I have multiple facts and statistics regarding Pittsburgh and the draft, and they will be going head-to-head, seeing who can get more correct. Are we ready, guys?
I am more than ready.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm ready too, yeah.
Don't worry, there's no sports questions except one.
Oh.
You better get that
Dang.
one, Angelo.
I hope so.
Okay, we're going to start off with one. A lot of these are about stuff we've reported on during the year. Now that it's all over, the first one, how many fans were estimated to be at the draft? Or, sorry, were at the draft, were apparently recorded to be at the draft. Not the estimation, but how many fans were finalized, like the number.
I know it is a record-breaking number.
Yes.
I do know that.
Allegedly.
The number, I don't know, but
closest one will get the point.
My guess, I think I saw the number, it was 805,000
okay.
people, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, I'm gonna do 765,000.
Close. Angelo was on the money.
Oh.
805 was the
Wow.
the recorded number. Again, Ethan talked about it last show. It might have been like a little inflated. I didn't look like 800,000 people,
Yes.
but
Yeah.
okay. The first day of the draft, Thursday. I don't think you guys are gonna get this one, but who sang the national anthem?
I actually do know this one.
I don't know
Do
this
you
one.
really?
I do.
Who?
She is local to the area and she is from here. Her name is Kells. I don't know any of her music, but she did sing the national anthem.
That's right. Kels was the national anthem singer on that Thursday. A lot of us were here on that day, but that's the right answer, Angela. So you're 2 to your 0. You got to come back
it's
here.
all right.
Okay. 4 headliners from Thursday to Saturday performed. Who were those headliners?
I know one of them for 100%, and that's Wiz Khalifa.
Yes.
Yes, I know he was one as well. There was 2 others that I know. Bret Michaels and Kane Brown finished the draft weekend off. For the 4th performer, I actually do not know. I don't know for sure if Kels actually like performed, but I don't know for sure.
So like technically it was 3: Wiz Khalifa, Bret Michaels, and Kane Brown
Yeah.
was the other one. But they said that like Nelly performed like early
That's
on
right.
on that Thursday. So
That's right.
the headliners were supposed to be Wiz Khalifa, Bret Michaels, and Kane Brown, and then but Nelly ended up performing on the first day of the draft. So yeah, shout out Wiz Khalifa. Some of us went there. I didn't, but okay. This one's a sports one. Who had the most first round picks? Which NFL team had the most first round picks?
I wish I knew this answer, but I
will give you guys a hint. Name a bad team. They're a bad team. It's not the Steelers.
My first guess, honestly, is your team, the Cowboys.
Most first round picks?
Most first round picks, but I really.
This team had 3 first round picks. They traded like late in the first round to get another pick at the end.
Huh. I don't know.
I know that Fernando Mendoza was one of the first picks, and that is all I know about first picks.
Well, neither of you guys got it. It was the Jets. They traded up. They had the 2nd and like the 13th, and then they traded for the 31st. So they had 3 first round picks. The only team with 3. Dallas had 2. There was a couple teams with 2. Okay, this was a package that Danny did a while ago. What is the movie name about Western Pennsylvania football?
Ooh.
Oh, isn't it The Football Town?
Boom. The Football Town. Ava got it.
You mentioned a documentary. That's when I stepped
up. Yeah, that's
Anything
the movie
else?
that that's the movie that Western Pennsylvania is being represented by. It's the screenings. I don't know if you guys are going to go see it, but
I think they have it at the Science Center. I could be wrong about that, but it looks really good.
I think it's going to be only there for a limited time, though.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe we'll get to it. Maybe. Okay. Wednesday, the day before the draft, there was a pop-up event in Market Square. What was this event? There was something general going on in Market Square on that Wednesday.
I'm pretty sure that was the day they did the ribbon cutting.
Yeah.
Of the renovations of the renovated Market Square.
Yes, so that is correct. But what event happened in Market Square that night? There was like a pop-up event that happened that night that fans were allowed to come into and watch something.
Was it a screening of the documentary?
No, it was. There was something to watch. Yes, but it wasn't the
I'm
documentary.
pretty sure. I could be wrong though. I think. Was it one of the Penguins playoff games that was showed on the screen there that night?
Yes, that's the correct answer. It was a pop-up. It was the Penguins versus Flyers, one of the first-round games. I'm pretty sure they lost. That was the game with like a lot of fights and penalties.
They definitely.
And there was also a pop-up bar that was very expensive.
And are eliminated now.
Yeah. Foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the final like trivia question, then we're gonna do a fun one at the end. Okay. Who was the official sponsor of the 2026 NFL Draft?
That's a good question. I don't know why, but my first answer, I have no idea if this is correct, but I'm just gonna throw this out there. I thought it was Bud Light.
That's a good guess. I feel like Bud Light sponsors a lot of massive things. I have no clue. I can throw out a big company and just hope. I'm thinking Amazon.
Okay, Bud Light was correct.
Oh,
yeah.
So I didn't even have to answer and embarrass myself. You could just stop.
Wow.
I would maybe you could have agreed with him and then you would have gotten it.
I did agree with him.
Okay, this one. So I think you won, Angelo, by a pretty decent margin. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I don't know for sure.
You definitely won, but we weren't keeping score. This was just kind of go over the facts that we've reported on over the last several weeks. Speaking of which, I want to ask you guys before we close this out, what was everyone's favorite thing to do during draft weekend?
That's a good question. I kind of stayed away from being downtown, because of the thousands and thousands of people coming into town. So I really don't have like a favorite thing about the draft weekend. I mean, are we talking like the draft weekend, like it could be any of the picks or like anything at all?
You can say anything you want. If you didn't do anything like in particular. Mine was going to the point. I went to the point on Saturday. I thought it was really fun. I thought it was a lot. And also Saturday was a more empty day because it was like the end of the draft. So that's what I got to do that I personally liked the most. But
Yes, I also stayed clear of the city, but I really enjoyed seeing videos of people just like casually like on streets that I would walk and be like, oh, I know exactly where you're standing right now. It's so weird. And like I just really enjoyed seeing the mass amount of different people that came into the city, and like that was probably my favorite part.
And also seeing all the different types of like attractions and all that inside of Point State Park. I mean, you could see like the giant Super Bowl rings that the Steelers had on display.
Pittsburgh dresses up nice.
Yeah. I mean, also some of the picks, I will say, I really wasn't paying attention to the draft too much, but also some of the picks, like I got to give the Steelers some credit. With some of their picks that they made, but I mean, other teams definitely had a good draft as well.
Yeah, so good job, guys. You guys, that's a lot of fun to look at all the stuff that happened over draft weekend. Like Pittsburgh really did a lot. I think the other best thing was that Market Square's finally done, so we can actually enjoy it.
Yes, Market Square is finally a square of markets.
Yeah.
And with that, the trivia round is officially in the books, and so is this episode. Matt, thanks for coming on and showing us that there was a lot of info about the draft that we didn't know about. Anyways.
Absolutely. It's pretty wild when you see the actual data behind the crowds and how much work went into making this weekend happen.
Definitely. It really was an unforgettable few days for the city. So thank you all for hanging out with us as we took a closer look at everything that happened with the draft in Pittsburgh. I'm Angelo Esposito.
I'm Matt Palangi.
And I'm Ava Bernisen. As we close out the final chapter of Picks at the Point, we want to thank you for bringing us into your homes and celebrating the Steel City with us. It's been an honor telling Pittsburgh stories. So for the very last time from downtown Pittsburgh, this is Picks at the Point.